Welcome into bucco-booth, everybody. My name is Benson Fector, and I will be the host of your show today. A lot of Pirates baseball to break down this week, and again, not good news to report to you on this Saturday afternoon, but we'll break it down here over the next 60 minutes on the best Pirates podcast out there. So this week, breaking it down, the Pirates games on Saturday and Sunday were postponed due to the Reds player testing positive for the coronavirus. Those two games will be made up as a part of two separate doubleheaders in September. On Tuesday, the Pirates came home to play the Indians. They lost game one of that series by a score of 6-3 in extra innings. On Wednesday, the Pirates lost to the Indians 6-1, and in the finale on Thursday, they lost, getting shut out 2-0. And on Friday, yesterday, the Pirates welcomed in the Brewers for a 3-game set, and they finally won a game, winning that game 7-2. So they were 1-3 on the week. Transactions to go over from this past week. On Saturday, the Pirates sent left-handed pitcher Miguel Del Pozo outright to the Pirates' alternate training site. On Sunday, the Pirates optioned right-handed pitcher Cody Ponce to the alternate training site. On Monday, they recalled right-handed pitcher Tyler Bachelor from the alternate training site. On Tuesday, they placed right-handed pitcher Yaxel Rios on the 10-day interlist retroactive to August 15th with right shoulder inflammation, and they recalled right-handed pitcher Nick Mears from the alternate training site. So not that many transactions to go over this week, just Miguel Del Pozo. He cleared waivers, was sent down. They sent down Ponce, called up Bachelor, Rios to the interlist, and Mears is back from the alternate training site. We've got one mailbag question that I want to get to this week. It is from James. He wants to know if I think Kella's injury is bad. Last night, Keone Kela was taken out of the game. He came in with the Pirates up 7-2 in the ninth inning, non-save situation, but he was heating up, started at 4-2 when he started heating up. Anyway, he came out after 5 pitches. John Ryan Murphy saw something, Derek Shelton saw something, and pretty much gave Kela no chance to argue his way back into the game. Said it was forearm tightness, which automatically you go to worst case scenario with Tommy John surgery, which would just be detrimental given the fact that the trade deadline is August 31st. So we've got 9 days until the deadline, and the Pirates are obviously going to be looking to shop Keone Kela. But hopefully it was just precautionary and this forearm tightness, and the Pirates and Ben Cherington can get him shipped off before the 31st. All right, let's go into our awards of the week. Player of the week goes to Adam Frazier, a 133 average, 2 for 15. Now you might be wondering, why did I pick Adam Frazier as my player of the week when he only had 2 hits and batted .215? He had the most quality at-bats of the week, 10. That's 2/3 of his at-bats this week. He had 15 at-bats. 10 of them were very, very good. And what you like to see from Adam Frazier is him working these quality at-bats. He's seen a lot of pitches, and I know he was dropped to the 8th spot in the lineup yesterday. He did pick up a hit. But all in all, when you look at Adam Frazier and what he's capable of, and we're going to get into him a little bit later in the show, but he's definitely a trade candidate come the 31st. So hopefully we can see him pick it up a little bit more and the hits can start coming. But he worked some really good at-bats this week, and that's what I like to see out of Adam Frazier. Pitcher of the week goes to Trevor Williams. 4 innings pitched in 1 start. He was got hit with the loss in that game, giving up 6 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. That's good for a 2.25 ERA and a 2.00 whip. That was the game on Thursday when he went up against Indians ace Shane Bieber, where the Pirates lost that game by a score of 2-0. Not much more Trevor Williams could have done. He did have a little bit of some pitch count issues, but what you like to see is those strikeout numbers being up. He actually struck out the most batters out of any Pirates pitcher this week, with 5 strikeouts in his 4 innings. His changeup has been very good this year, and he's starting to get back to the Trevor Williams of old, of the 2018, pre-injury 2019. Really like what I've seen from Trevor Williams so far in the 2020 season. Moving on to Rookie of the Week, we've got Nick Turley. 2 innings pitched in 2 games, no hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. It's good for a 0 ERA and a 0 WHIP. And Nick Turley has been an interesting piece for this Pirates bullpen this year, and I've really liked what I've seen from Turley. An intriguing left-handed piece. He's been injured or suspended for most of the time since Pirates picked him up off waivers, but you can see now why they were so patient with him. Turley's going to definitely have an elevated role in the Pirates bullpen moving forward, and depending on who they trade at the deadline, that elevation could continue to move up. And Turley is really just trying to cement himself for a 2021 bullpen spot, and that's really what the Pirates are going to be doing the rest of 2020, now sitting at 5-17, is looking to see what they have for 2021 and beyond. And Turley is definitely a person of interest to keep an eye out on. All right, our glove of the week goes to Colin Moran. 26 total chances, 4 assists, 22 putouts, 4 double plays, no errors. And Colin Moran, you can talk about his lack of range and defensive ability, but he has really improved over the offseason in his fielding ability. He's been exclusively playing third, first, and serving as a DH. No more of the second base, left field, none of that. He's a corner infielder. That is what Colin Moran is. And he's honestly a better defensive first baseman than he is at third base, but he has starting to show that he has a little bit more range than what we've seen from him in the past, and he's turning into a very solid third baseman. We'll see what the Pirates do in the deadline with potentially a Josh Bell trade, what that can mean for Key Brian Hayes and Colin Moran. But Colin Moran is definitely a guy that I expect to stick around, and liked what I saw from him with the glove this week. So good work from Adam Frazier, Trevor Williams, Nick Turley, and Colin Moran. The New York Yankees just got hit with another injury, this time to middle infielder Gleyber Torres. He will join a laundry list of other players, but the Pittsburgh Pirates have an opportunity to take advantage of their injuries. Recently, the New York Yankees announced that they will place middle infielder Gleyber Torres on the injured list. He's far from the only Yankee currently on the IL. He will join Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, DJ LeMahieu, Zach Britton, and Tommy Kahnle on the list as well. With this, the Pittsburgh Pirates have an opportunity to strike up a deadline deal with the Yankees. Right now, the Pittsburgh Pirates have a few pieces that might intrigue the Yankees. The first being second baseman and utility man Adam Frazier. Now, sure, entering play on Friday, Frazier only has a .511 OPS, but Frazier wasn't all that bad in 2019. He was roughly a league average hitter, slashing for a .278 average, a .336 on base, and a .417 slugging with 10 long balls and 33 doubles. Overall, he came in with a 98 OPS plus, a 97 WRC plus. He also provided some value as a base runner with a plus 0.7 base running runs above average. Frazier's main calling card is his defense. Last year, he was exclusively used at the Keystone. Through 1,180 and two-thirds innings, the infielder had a plus 2.9 UZR, plus 4.6 UZR 150, and 1.6 range runs above average, and plus 11 outs above average. His outs above average mark ranked 11th in all of baseball. Though he did have just -1 DRS, his overall body of work at second base was pretty decent. All told, he was worth 2.2 F4, making him a solid starting caliber MLB player, but nothing much else. Frazier might have been used exclusively at second in 2019, but he has plenty of experience in other positions. He has 878 and two-thirds innings logged across all 3 outfield spots and 1,891 innings at shortstop throughout the minors. Although he hasn't played much on the left side of the infield since coming to the big leagues, if he needed to play there, he could. Frazier would be able to fill in basically wherever the Yankees need. However, with both middle infielders out, their primary right fielder, and one of their left fielders capable players, Frazier would be a nice fit as he could play where their injured players usually were. The Pittsburgh Pirates could also try and package Keone Kela in with Frazier. After all, they currently have Britton out for a bit and will miss Canely for the rest of the year because of Tommy John surgery. Both were very reliable arms for the Yankees last year that were used quite often. The two setup men threw 61 in the third innings each. Kela would make a nice back-end duo with Aroldis Chapman and would also fill in the role Canely left behind. Though he just came off the injury list, it wasn't an arm-related injury. Kela was on the COVID-specific injury list, but once he did return, he was still showing off 95 to 96 mile-per-hour fastball. The fastball helped Kela have an outstanding second half of 2019. From July 24th to the end of the year, the right-hander allowed just one earned run through 18 innings. Out of the 69 batters he faced, he struck out 22 of them. Only 8 of them got hits and walked just 8. Kela induced ground balls at an outstanding 63% rate, which is great considering how hitter-friendly Yankee Stadium can be. All told, he held opponents to a line of just a 131 batting average, a 232 on base, and a 197 slugging. Kela is a free agent after 2020, so he is a rental, and a player the Pittsburgh Pirates will be eager to move. But Frazier will have 2 more years of control after 2020, both being arbitration years. However, I think the Pittsburgh Pirates can get back something decent for the two. I would definitely ask about the availability of both Clint Frazier and Miguel Andujar. Both are currently blocked at third base, the outfield, and designated hitter in the long run. Out of the two, I think Andujar would be the most likely to be dealt. It wasn't long ago Andujar looked like he might be a long-term option for the Yankees infield. In 2018, he finished second in American League Rookie of the Year voting, hitting for a 297 average, a 328 on base, and a 527 slugging, 27 long balls with a 130 OPS plus, 132 WRC plus, and 364 WOBA. Among all rookies with at least 400 plate appearances, Andujar has the franchise's 4th highest WRC plus, 12th highest WOBA, and has the all-time Yankee rookie doubles record with 49. But Andujar's defense home is up for debate. In 2018, he served as the Yanks' primary hot corner defender, but put up awful numbers. Those include a negative 21 DRS, a negative 16 UZR, negative 10.9 range runs above average, and negative 11 outs above average. He ranked bottom 3 in DRS, UZR, range runs above average, and 4th to last in outs above average. Andujar lost pretty much all of 2019 due to shoulder surgery. In his place, Gio Urshela had a breakout season of his own. Not only did he replace Andujar offensively, but he was really solid defensively too. Though Urshela hasn't been as productive as he was in 2019, Andujar hasn't been nearly as productive this year than in 2018. So much so, he was optioned at one point. The Yankees have experimented with Andujar in left field and first base, but with the emergence of Mike Tauchman, veteran stalwart Brett Gardner, Frazier, and Stanton in left, and Luke Voit having first base on lockdown, Andujar has been left positionless. However, he is fast enough that they could keep experimenting with him in left, as he put up a 27.7 feet per second sprint speed in 2018. MLB average is 27. Clint, on the other hand, has shown flashes of being able to handle major league pitching, but just hasn't gotten a real shot at proving himself. The outfielder was acquired by the Yankees back at the 2016 trade deadline, along with Justice Sheffield, Ben Heller, and J.P. Verizon in the blockbuster Andrew Miller deal. Through 246 plate appearances in 2019, Frazier batted for a solid 267 average, a 317 on base, and a 418 slugging. Blasted 12 long balls, racked up 14 doubles, and put together a 111 OPS plus and 108 WRC plus. It was the first time he got a good long look at the major league level. But like Andujar, Clint doesn't have much of a glove. In 395 and a third innings in both corner outfield spots, Frazier had negative 8 DRS, negative 5.2 UZR, and negative 4.8 range runs above average. While Frazier entered the season with no way of direct playing time with Judge's and Stanton's injury, he found a way for somewhat consistent